G16. Stunning views. Advanced gaming performance. Top the leaderboard. Stay effortlessly cool. G16 gaming laptop. Imagine all of this packed into this. The new G16. Stunning views. Advanced gaming performance. Top the leaderboard. Stay effortlessly cool. G16 gaming laptop. Imagine all of this packed into this. The new G16. Stunning views. Advanced gaming performance. Top the leaderboard. Stay effortlessly cool. G16 gaming laptop.
Alright everyone, welcome to Alienware and NVIDIA GeForce RTX presents Alienware Gaming Saturdays, hosted by the Esports Club. I'm a caster for today, Babagusta. Alongside with me, I have Raider as my co-caster, as we are here once again for our amazing matchup for Valorant 2v2 Team Deathmatch. We always do these, do this important tournaments every weekend, especially in towards Saturdays, and I'm really excited to see which place do we get to go. Raider,
It's Patna.
what's your thought about it? Yeah.
I mean, every single Saturday, months will change, but eventually we will be here with NVIDIA and Alienware bringing in the Alienware Gaming Saturdays. We are proud to be here on the desk, and eventually every single Saturday we get to see some evolution in terms of the gamers. We have visited Patna in last 2 years, I believe 3 to 4 times, and every single time then we visit this city, the gamers are just evolving, and that's the main motto of bringing in Alienware Gaming Saturdays. Apart from the prize pool, apart from providing you the awareness of what you can have to provide the best output for yourself, for example, the Dell Alienware M16R2, there is a massive prize pool which is also at the stake. So let's have a look at the prize pool, guys, and we'll tell you what kind of prize pool is available for the Valorant 2v2 action, because there is a Mortal Kombat also going on, but it's actually on the offline venue, which you can check out by visiting the Aditya Vision in Patna. Just go ahead and mark your Google Maps and eventually go ahead and visit it. Talking about the prize pool, it's massive 25,000 rupees worth of Amazon vouchers, from where the champions will be getting 15,000 rupees worth of Amazon voucher, and the runner-up team will be getting 10,000 rupees worth of Amazon voucher as well.
Yeah. I mean, not only do we have competitions for Valorant 2v2s, we also have a one-on-one fighting competition for one-on-one fighting competitions for Mortal Kombat 1. And for those prize pool, it says the same: first place receiving a total of 10,000 rupees and second place receiving a total of 5,000 rupees worth of Amazon gift vouchers. So we have two games that are currently in play in Patna. I mean, it's a really good day, especially in Patna. Do we get to see these kinds of tournaments be in play? And the most best part about it is that you also have a meet and greet with Guru Gaming. So if you guys are near Patna, just make sure to join in, head in towards Patna, get yourself some great selfies, compete in tournaments, and get yourself some free vouchers in which you could get yourself some good discounts on the latest Dell products.
Yeah, guys, I mean, if you are confused about which product you need to have, to improve your gaming experience, and not just gaming on the end, I believe it's just the multimedia consumption that you can do, or maybe coding and whatever you really want to do, depending on your urge, depending on your requirement. You can just ask the Alienware experts that are available on the Dell exclusive stores. They'll let you know, according to your budget, according to your requirements, which particular laptop or which particular peripheral along with that is going to be the one which you can utilize. So for now, we would like to say this, that the M16R2 is one of those amazing laptops which can provide you a PC type of performance in a smaller form factor, in a much more mobile performance, in a much more mobile environment. You can pick this laptop, go ahead to your different room, and eventually enjoy the same experience that you can with that stagnant PC that you have got in your home. So just go ahead and check it out, guys. Meanwhile, we would like to see what is going to happen up next, because we have the schedule coming up, and in those schedules you will get to have some insights on the teams that we are going to see. So pretty interesting names always. In every single Gaming Saturday we get to see some interesting names coming through. For example, we will start off with McSpicy and Embassy going up ahead against each other, and then we have Choti Advance going up against Mom Trust. Then we have NextGen versus Strax, T-Badmash versus Goofy Gaming.
That's the fun part, right? Every time when you look at schedules, it's always interesting names that we get ourselves caught up in the process. I mean, teams like McSpicy, Mom Trust, T-Badmash. I don't know if I pronounced it right. Maybe it's Badmash or Badmash. It could be Badmash, because like we always have those bad boys within us, right? We always have those moments where we can, it's just fun and games in the end. But yeah, either ways, when it comes to schedules, these will be our four matches for the day, a simple 2v2 Valorant team death matches. So we all know exactly, what kind of maps do we expect, what kind of agents do we get to see. The only difference is how many kills can they rack up, and how can they hold on to that lead while not, being equalized, and try to, go up against them. So we've only had 100 kill game in the previous matchup, but I think that was the only match where it did go quite a lot one-sided. But other than that,
Mhm.
I would say that these four matches will be a pretty interesting one to look at, since it's most of the matches that we're going to witness will be pretty much randomized.
Yeah.
The teams will also be randomized as well. So it's going to be an interesting one to see how well can we get to see these two random players, team up together and find a common ground and start winning matches. It's basically how it works, right, on a Valorant 2v2.
Yeah. I mean, it's not the conventional one that we talk about usually. Whenever we talk about Valorant, we get to see ranked or classic or even competitive matches where 5v5 equations are there. It's not that. It's the 2v2 play that we are talking about. And the mode is also pretty different. We are talking about team deathmatch mode. Maps are going to be different. It's not your conventional Ascent, Haven, or Lotus. We are going to see some maps like Piazza and whatnot. So it's going to be pretty interesting to see how these new individuals are going to evolve along the way. And that's the beauty. We really need to figure out how the play goes on. Honestly, I believe in this whole equation of team deathmatch mode, what really matters is the type of agent that you select, and along with that, the type of communication that you have. Along with that, of course, the mechanical skills. If you have some good aim or not, if you love to utilize the initial stage, the first stage where you have just pistols to work with, the classics, the ghost, and then in second stage you have singers and sheriffs to work with, and buckies to work with. In the third stage, you have got the bulldog, the guardian, the judge, whatever, whatnot. How we can utilize all those weapons, because usually what we see even in the competitive scenarios, that people usually go for the first two rounds and eventually they save some good economy, and then with some good credits they jump straight up to a vandal if they have the bonus buy, or if they have some good save in their favor. They usually love to go for a vandal or a phantom. Weapons like stingers, even specters, and some conditions, judge and bucky, guardian, bulldog, these weapons are not that much widely used even when you talk about the conventional gamers. So I'm definitely open to see if something different is going to get offered from Patna and the gamers that Patna has.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, talk about the whole stick of the 2v2 team death matches. There are no buy rounds. We don't have to wait for every 15 seconds to decide what kind of
Right.
weapons do you want on every single rounds. It's just straight up into the action, which means that you'll have a lot of pickups with the ultimate orbs, recovery orbs, followed up with some usual weapons that you get to have towards the stairs, and then one in the middle.
Mhm.
It basically teaches the fundamentals for it basically teaches the fundamentals on exactly how you play an FPS game, right? Choke points are important. That's why you have healing orbs and ultimate orbs placed in specific ways where you have to
Yeah.
meet your opposition team. So you need to learn how to reposition, you need to learn how to take cover, you need to learn how to use quick peeks, crouch peeks, even wide peeks. It just really depends. You're basically playing checkers at this point, right? So the amount of decisions you make basically makes you understand exactly how efficient can you be on on any FPS games. And definitely team deathmatch definitely helps for the players to understand the core functionality of the game. And it's always fun to watch when we see a players get cracked on securing multiple types of headshots. It's always satisfying once you
Yeah.
reach up more than 20 to 30 kills and then still not being picked out in the process. It's really satisfying to look at the positionings, the headshots that we get to see from vandals and phantoms. But yeah, talking about the entire team deathmatch itself, I believe it's a four-stage team deathmatch. The first stage being the normal pistols, the second ones being the
Yeah.
stingers, third being guardians and bulldogs, and of course the last and part vandals and phantoms. The ones where everyone has either a discussion between whether if you like vandals or phantoms. It's almost a 50-50, right? Many people prefer phantoms
Yeah.
for close range gunfights. It's really good for lurkers like Cypher and maybe a controller agent like Viper. Although Viper has been nerfed multiple times, especially with the
Yeah.
smokes and the walls. It clearly indicates a way that speed is the way. Clove isn't nerfed just yet, right? Clove's ability is still powerful. Her smokes are very powerful. I mean, at this point, many people call her as Reina 2.0. I'm not gonna lie. She's the Reina of controllers. But unfortunately, in a team deathmatch, I don't think we're going to see neither the controllers or the sentinels. Maybe we might see a chamber into the mix on team deathmatch, but who knows? We'll get to see it right away, folks, because the first matchup we'll be able to look into the first match right away.
All right. Yes, the very first game between McSpicy and Embassy are going to get started pretty soon, and we have names even in terms of the individual players. Look at this. We have Bhago Odin, we have Sherak coming in from the other side. But talking about the agent combinations, guys, we have a Sentinel coming in from the other sides of McSpicy, but a Jet and an ISO. That means all duelist competition coming in from this side of Russian Embassy. So it's going to be pretty fun to watch how the whole play goes on. And on the other corner, when it comes to McSpicy, oh, it's actually not a Sentinel. It's basically double duelist or as well. We have a Neon and ISO coming in. No flash agents from both the sides. That is pretty interesting for me, honestly, because when it comes to team deathmatch, we have seen a lot of Reina, a lot of Phoenix picks. At least a flash needs to be there. Even a Gecko could work, even a Breach could work with those flash points and fault lines, whatnot. They can be valuable. But for now, it seems like that McSpicy, they are going to be on a back foot as the start goes in the favor of Russian Embassy.
It's really interesting how both the players took their time. They waited for exact 4 seconds once the auto self damage takes into play. Then they got out, waited for the perfect timing, and keeps racking up multiple types of kills. And turns out Russian Embassy have secured 5 kills in a row, especially in the pistol rounds. And we're going to see stage 2 being in play right about now.
As soon as stage 2 comes through, Spectres, Stingers, some Sheriffs, all of that is going to come in. And we can clearly see now maybe there is a side of retaliation that we might get to see. Bhago Odin on the other corner on the staircase. Wanted to fight, got one pick, but eventually it's a 4K coming in from Somple. And he's just continuing that. Simple is just going to be effective enough. He's going to go for the recovery orb, bring his HP back to 150, including the shield, of course. Recovery orb at its best. But here comes a beautiful angle from the ISO. The shield was broken, but the Stinger is going to be just on par with the fire rate. And he got that advantage, but won't go far as Sherak is going to be on point. Provides some ding shot right on the cranium. Puts down the player. That means now, once again, the lead is in favor of Russian Embassy. And it's a okay lead. Not so big of a lead and not that vulnerable of a lead that somebody can counter it in just 2 frags. It's just not going to happen. You need to put down 2 to 3 times at least your opponent, and that's exactly what Russia is trying to do. He's trying to fight back, but Sumple is going to once again fight back, take the trade, again a 5 frag difference. But look at this, what a good spot for Simple, and took 2 down in a beautiful spray.
Yep. Still, the lead goes in favor for Team Russian Embassy, and not gonna lie, Somple, I'm pretty sure he is related to Simple in a way. But talking about the kills, currently McSpicy are still holding on, as simping for Russia definitely secures an important pick. 5 to 10, they still need 5 rounds in lead to ensure that they can get themselves some great amount of power control in their positions. But turns out the trade-ups are going well, as from the trade-ups are going well from their end too. 7 to 11, Russian Embassy, once again, they're still currently in the lead thanks to Somple's first 5 kills in a row. So it's going to be difficult for McSpicy to try to increase their kill feed, because once they start racking up the kills, especially on stage 3, it's going to be even much more difficult from their end.
But I've seen a lot of comeback coming in the final stage, because final stage is that particular stage which has got somewhere around 5 minutes and 45 seconds to work with. And in those periods, we have seen comeback coming in from a lot of teams, because you are comfortable with those weapons. You have Operator to work with, or a Odin, or a Phantom, or Vandal if you want to go conventional. But here with the overdrive, we get to see already 2 big values coming through. Chaos, but maybe the Jet is even more on par. Want to see if Bladestorm is going to come in that early or not. But yes, ISO is also ready with the kill contract, so maybe that ultimate can isolate some players and eventually take the fight, which is very, very good when it comes to the competitive modes. But obviously in team deathmatch, you might not find that kind of value. Simple has been dragged into the kill contract, spots the player, but still, with ADS on, Russia is just going to fight back. Simple gap went down. Now, even Strax has been put down. See, this is the moment where the lead is just getting narrowed. There's no more of a lead coming through. It's 12 to 14. If 2 more go down, You will get to see an equalizer. Judge won't work against a Vandal that is aiming on your head. Updraft dashes away, spots the player, gets the inside, gets the info. Need to act on it now.
Yeah, but when it comes to the shots, I still believe that Team Russian Embassy have secured quite a lot of kills in the final stage itself, placing McSpicy in a very precarious situation. Still the pushes will be made. Charak is playing as safe as possible. Informations will be given. So is the same from the other side. Great headshot all the way from the top side. Still alive and kicking. No trade-ups will be made. Sample once again getting picked out from the ISO. Will Charak secure one? A pretty tough situation, but he still gets it in the end. Shutting down the important player who was very much aggro almost to the opposition spawn. It could have been difficult for that particular situation. Bago Odin, using the power of the Odin sprays, uses to perfectly spray his target by not using the Odin, just using his phantoms instead. Really difficult
Yeah.
I mean, Odin has a lot of ammo magazines, but in a phantom trying to control a huge recall like that is pretty difficult. But the power of speed should be contained a little bit, because it did get detected from two of the players. Unfortunately didn't get one of them, but on the bright side it is 16 to 18. They still need two more kills to put them to make themselves equalized on the final stage.
And as the timer is running low, we can clearly see a defensive style of play coming in from the sides of Russian Embassy, because they do know that they are dictating the lead, but they need to continue doing that. And in order to do that, they need to continue playing defensive and in sync with their teammates. Look at this. Now the lead is just getting bigger and bigger. If there is a lead of more than 10 points, it will be a significant one. But it seems like that now it's of just 3 points. Shield's been activated from ISO. Bhagod still waiting patiently with that phantom that he has got. A Reaver in the hands of ISO. On the other corner, updraft. Spotted the player, got the inside. Will he able to take him down? No. Russia will be able to fight back. McSpicy constantly trying to target, constantly trying to put down the player. But even before Russia went down, he took 3, which now is again narrowing the gap. Not a very good scenario for Russian Embassy, as they were on a lead. They were actually on a very good scenario initially. Lately, it seems like that there will be a decent comeback from the other side, and if that happens, there will be a trouble. Here comes a kill contract. ISO versus ISO. Who is the better one? It's going to be simping for Russia. Interesting. Sharak has been put down, but his one taps are actually quite good. I have no complaints regarding that. But the backstab is just not going to work, because the angle that he is dictating, I am talking about Simple, was not that good enough initially. But Bago Odin, he is patiently waiting to hunt somebody with that judge. It's just all about who is going to cross his path.
Well, currently, just by looking at it, there are two players currently holding from one side. Bagodin unfortunately won't be able to succeed in the kill contract ultimate that's been placed around from the opponent's ISO. Sharak will secure 2 of the important kills, increasing the lead up to 3. Dashes from Sample, gets immediately picked out from the Neon, who was patiently waiting in towards the stairs. You can see how McSpicy is playing this as safe as possible, while Russian Embassy, on the other hand, they are just applying pressure over and over again. The only difference is that they don't have the proper information unless and until once they start peeking on it. That's where McSpicy has the advantage. They're trying to utilize that technique and try to secure important headshots as best as possible. But I don't think it would work every single time. So changing strategies should definitely work. Simping gets 1. So is Sharak, who is currently on a 4-kill lead. That definitely spells dangers for McSpicy, because this is the final round. The lead for Russian is quite a lot, and they only have 1 minute and 15 seconds left for McSpicy to do something about this.
Bladestorm not so effective anymore. Switches to the Vandal again, but look at this beautiful play coming in. It was basically a 1v2 battle. Simple put down 1. The Odin goes down. Brilliant. Still the Bladestorm is activated. It's available. Needs to put down that knife out of the cranium. He did. He's going to get his 5 knives back. Needs the HP. Never mind. Constantly trying to have a tug of war between the opponents. I believe the Jet should actually go for the recovery orb. He has got that kind of space to work with. At the same point, when it comes to simping for Russia, he's pushing forward, because they do know that the timer is super low. And at this point, the goal from Russian Embassy would be to just play defensive. Just buy any more time if it's available. Play on different angles. Work with it. Overdrive available, but at most you're going to get 2 frags. But that's all. Goes for the stun. Misses both of them. And finally, I can say this, that yes, it's pretty much done and dusted, guys, because there is a difference of 8 big eliminations, and I doubt that in these last 10 or 13 seconds there is a chance of bringing those differences to a gap close.
Yeah. I mean, even for 10 seconds, it is impossible to get those leads back. So, in the end, that will conclude the first match for the day. Team Russian Embassy will proceed into the next phase with a total of 32 kills being made in this matchup. So, we still have 3 more matches to go. The first match has already been concluded, and I would say that once again we will expect a lot of ISO plays, because especially on a 1v1 gunfights, you would rather have an ISO that has a protective shield that helps you in those converting those 50-50 gunfights into 100%. So it's currently the strongest agent as of now in a 2v2 team deathmatch, and I'm pretty sure that they would try to use it as best as possible.
Yeah, of course. I mean, when you're talking about these type of matches where you need to have the advantage, and it's basically a narrow gap between you and your eliminations, because the fact is it's a single elimination bracket that we're talking about. If you are advantageous in a particular game, you are going to move on to the next stage. If you are not, you're already out of the competition. For that reason, bringing in the best valuable agent is going to be the goal. And whoever is familiar with Valorant right now, the latest updates, the patches, and all of that, I believe yes, ISO is one of the most phenomenal duelist that you can have, particularly because even if it's an operator or just the classic, that first shield can easily intake the damage and provide that ISO a very good cover. If you are playing on ISO, you can be beneficial at it because you can use the vulnerable, you can use the big shield, and eventually you can cover yourself. The kill contract obviously is going to isolate if there is a trade fire type of situation that has been built. So there are so many equations, there are so many permutations and combinations that one can benefit with, and for that reason I believe we have seen a lot of ISO pick recently. Initially when we started the Alienware Gaming Saturdays, we got to see a lot of Reina. Lately that Reina is not even coming at that kind of intensity. Maybe we are going to see the Reina once again in the next few games, but lately it's like, due to the fact that Overdrive has been buffed up as well, Neon comes into the picture a lot, you get to see ISO. Chamber, I'm still rooting for it. Yeah, in the last Saturday Chamber did came through, but last Saturday it was a different city. Today we are in a different city, so meta must be different.
Yeah, I mean, meta wise, I have to agree with Raider, folks. The meta that we expect in a 2v2 team deathmatches is quite different. Sometimes it's aggressive, sometimes it's defensive, and some would
Whatever works.
just, it's just a wave, an ocean wave that just changes every 5 seconds. For now, folks, we'll be taking a short little break once again, and we'll be right back with the second match. Until then, make sure to get yourself
Well, guys, as promised, indeed, after a quick short break, yes, we are back at the Alienware and Nvidia presents the Alienware Gaming Saturdays, and the fun part is going to get started because the first game is pretty much over, and the first one was pretty close and contested. If you see, there was not a very big difference between A team and B team, which was pretty interesting. Russian Embassy, they were absolutely effective, and the other team, McSpicy, they struggled initially. They were able to come back a bit, but then again, there was a gap, and it was significant. That's how this particular team is going to go out. But Russian Embassy, they do have a chance to secure some good chunk of money, some good advantages, and also have the meet and greet. And if you also want to go for the meet and greet, guys, Guru Gaming is going to visit the store at approximately 3 to 4 p.m. So just go ahead and visit it. Location is given in the description. Make sure to check it out. Meanwhile, me, Raider, and Baba Gusta, we will enjoy the second game as well.
Yep, the second game for our 2v2 team deathmatch will be underway, folks. We've already completed the first match for the day, and we still have almost more than 4 to 5 matches that we'll be able to cast for the day. Just like Rita said, we also have a meet and greet with Guru Gaming in Aditya Vision, Patna. So if you're in nearby Patna, make sure to check out the store. Make sure to have a friendly meet with Guru Gaming. Get your selfies, and also just enjoy the gaming environment that we get to see in Alienware Gaming Saturdays. But for now, folks, let us not waste any time and jump into our second matchup for the day. It will be Team Choti Advance versus Mom Trust. And already we are just starting off with the pistol round itself, and we will get to see Chowdhury secure the first frag. The second, not so much, as the crouch spam unfortunately doesn't work out for the side of Team Choti Advance.
Captain Pool. He is here to pool on the advantages and get as many aspects as possible, getting it, and definitely dishing out the damage that is required. Look at this. Bagodin, he's running for his life but will not go far. Yup, that's exactly how the retaliation will come through. Captain Pool so far has been able to amass a total of 4k in his aim. On the other corner, Chaudhary finally opens up. Not just him, but even his teammates did. Finally, we have a total of 3 to 5. Mom Trust, they do have a lead, but Choti Advance seems like they are coming back shortly in their favor. Recovery off was taken, but it was not that effective, and Chaudhary with that stinger will be able to take both the players down. Initially sprayed on Captain Pool, took him down, and eventually with a stun, Putin was already compromised and he was able to shut him down as well. Brilliant play coming in from the sides, and now I want to see how far they can continue, how much of an effective play they can build. Stage has changed, that means it's stage 2, Ares. The spam weapon in the hand, Chaudhary would like to go berserk with it. Let's see if that is going to be valuable. It is. Putin goes down. Bagodin on the other corner with the singer puts down a sheriff holding Captain Pool.
Yep, good headshots from Captain Pool. To be honest, I'm not gonna lie, he needs to change his name from Captain Pool to Captain Cool because of the way how accurate his shots are. Good shots, very low on HP. He could finally get the kill, but it will be Putin who actually secures the headshot. 7 to 10. Captain Pool once again doing cool stuff in the pool, as he is not stopping with those sheriff shots at all. The lead continues, and Mom's Trust, the team on the side of Mom's Trust, they are definitely having quite a lot of power on this team deathmatch.
Yeah, Putin with the singer, not so effective. But on the other corner, when we talk about the guy with the sheriff, the guy with the mission, Captain Pool, look at him. He's still going bonkers, still hunting for the players and eventually putting them down. Stinger in the hand, but weapon wasn't reload. Unfortunate, decision was not. But then he takes Chaudhary down, but Bagodin will compromise Captain Pool as well. Stage has changed. Now it's all about what you can use in terms of bulldogs. Then you have Guardian to work with. Of course, the Ares will be available. In the later phase of the stage 3, you will get to see some Vandals and Phantom also spawning. You can utilize that as well. Sheriff shots, not so good of a connection. And now the lead is just getting compromised. I think from here, Captain Pool needs to bring out some weapons, and he did. Guardian in the hand, wants to go single tap onto his opponent. Initially with the ADS open, missed a lot. But then on the other corner, manages to bring down the HP a lot, but still not significantly enough to completely put him away. One shot is needed. He'll get it probably. Let's wait and watch.
Yep, the second kill will be a bit tough for the side of the Jad, but Captain Pool, once again, his marksmanship is too supreme. Connecting headshots one way or the other as the Spectres Definitely not working well for the Jet, but it definitely helps out for Reina to secure a very important kills here. A total of 9 kills as of now. Both players from the side of Team Mom's Trust are playing side to side, watching the backs. So is the headshot from Captain Pool. He knows he has some information towards Chowdhury's whereabouts. He secures it with the headshot near the Phantom. Not a lot of bullets left. Switches off with the pistol. Unfortunately, doesn't get the headshot. Phantom once again very powerful, but you also have Captain Pool with the Vandal in hand. He's going up against the wind, and he will secure it. I mean, at this point, he's currently in the ocean, just surfing, because he is Captain Pool. He's cool with the headshots.
And his eyes are actually set to his target, to the shore that he wants to reach at. And the shore is basically the victory in this particular matchup. Wants to conquer the very first stage of this Alienware Gaming Saturday. That too, the very first one of October. He might get it. Oh, already a 5k. We cannot call it an ace, but then again, the 5k is a pretty proud moment. You get to hear that beautiful ching. But at the same point, with the Vandal, you cannot really open up the ADS and eventually go for some 50 shots. Yes, it's not a weapon that you can spray with, but still, Captain Pool is like, nah, man, I'm going to do it. Has got a Reaver operator to work with. 16 to 31. It is approximately a 50% distance that is there between him and his opponent. And look at this. The dare that this guy has got. He uses an operator to use in the kill contract. Misses the first two, but what about the other guy? Oh my god, Choti, that was a big blunder from his corner. Could have taken this guy easily, but he missed. And the price that he had to pay was basically a big one. 20 frags of a difference now between them and their opponent.
Even in panic moments, does Captain Pool look cool in these situations? I am not gonna lie. 38 kills for Team Mom's Trust, while while the Reina has secured a total of 8 kills. 8 important kills that could definitely place Team Mom's Trust in a very good situation, especially in the final rounds, where the lead stacks up significantly. Chowdhury secures one, second unfortunately does not connect, and Reina will make sure to secure that as well.
Keep on continuing the barrage. Look at the damages. Patna already on a 3k. Want to see what Captain Pool is going to cook. 2 different angles to work with. Captain Pool finds his first or second frag, I believe. Goes in for the recovery, or both the lads are enjoying the recovery, or meanwhile the spawn is something that the other guys are enjoying. Puts in with a 4k. Pool, maybe he's going to get this one. Let's wait and watch. So far, so good. It looks like we have a 5k. Once again, it's a 6k for Putin. Brilliant. Chaudhary, Bagor they're in big trouble. This team is totally dominating them. 28 frags of a difference is a big, significant marker. Not easy to reach, but once again, Putin goes on with 8 consecutive frags in his name. It is the second time, I believe, I've seen him on these numbers. But Captain Pool, due to the fact that he was stunned, won't go far.
Won't go far, but at least he would look cool while he respawns back into the to the place where he respawns in. But on the other hand, talking about Team Choti Advanced, they're trying their level best to try to play it safe. Off in close range from Chowdhury, unfortunately misses one, but Captain Pool once again looking cool while doing so, with his teammate securing the second, securing a total of 51 kills. Bhago Odin once again just rushing towards the Reina. Not not worrying about the recoil of the weapons at all. As the lead continues to a total of 7 kills, 55 op shots from Captain Pool. Once again, shots to success.
Constant trouble waiting. Bhago, he's gonna run. They're in dire need of the points, and that's exactly why they need to push in. But they can combine their attacks. We still have 2 more minutes. They can at least marginalize the gap, which is pretty huge for now. Look at this. 38 frags of a difference is pretty huge now. It's going to be 40 for sure. 59 to 20 is what we have currently. Operator shots, connects, and it's a 10th frag. More than 10, I believe, for Putin. Because after 10, the counter is not going to change when it comes to the frag counters. For Putin specifically. Maybe when pressing the tab, we might get to see how many frags he has got. But the consecutive frags are not going to reach any higher. Because of the fact that Putin is already reaching the top notch number of frags one can have in a single consecutive spawn. Putin holding a very good angle, has got the Empress activated. Look at him just raining on top as he plays the Reina. No one is going to be left alone, and everybody is just getting dented out at this point from Putin. Might get 2k. Yup, he gets 1, he gets 2 again.
You know, at this point, even the game is like, you know what, they've got more like 11 kills at this point. But yeah, 70 kills already at the final stage. We're almost about to reach the 50-second mark for this team deathmatch. The biggest question that we have to ask is, will we witness 100 kill? Now, I'm pretty much sure that Choti Advance, unfortunately, might not be able to win this matchup as of now, because both Putin and Cool are I mean, at this point they're basically in the lead, and when you have the Empress that is still alive and kicking with infinite ammunitions to work out with, Reina is unstoppable at this moment because of, I mean, when you have the Empress, you have ultimate devours, ultimate healings. All you have to do is just secure one headshot, and unfortunately for Team Choti Advance, it's becoming very difficult, and it's already at the moment of no return. We only have 2 seconds, and just like that, Team Mom's Trust have secured 81 kills for 4 minutes straight. Basically, it's just endless amount of leads. I mean, it was just a 10 kill lead, 12 kill lead. It was endless on the 4th round.
Of course, I mean, at the end, if you try to total it, I believe it is a difference of 59 frags, which is again a very huge amount of difference that is there between them and their opponent. And with this kind of play, I believe, yes, there will be a very significant amount of rain that they can terror on. And I believe they need to continue that till the end, maybe possibly get a spot in the grand finale as well, so that they can have a chunk of that prize pool as well. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I mean, it's just the first match, right? I'm pretty sure that they still have a lot more matches to go from, because we still have like 3 to 4 matches. We have quarters, we have semis, and also the grand finals, which definitely will be an interesting one to look at to see who would be the winners. But yeah, this team will definitely be the one to look at. It's going to be an interesting one to see both the sides competing in a very good situation. But yeah, either ways, we've completed 2 matches back to back for Valorant 2v2s in Alienware Gaming Saturdays. We still have more, matches to go, and let's not forget, especially in Aditya Vision Patna, there's also meet and greet with Guru Gaming, and also there's a tournament for Mortal Kombat 1. So if you're interested in a 1v1, if you want to, compete in Mortal Kombat, try to get some prizes, make sure to head in, make sure to register for the tournament, make sure to, check out the products of Dell Alienware M16R2, which in fact you'll be able to get good amount of discounts if you secure first or second place on either Valorant 2v2s or on MK1. So it's a great opportunity to participate and learn more about esports, and also get to have that feeling on how how good esports can be. But yeah, for now, once again, we'll be taking a short little break, and we'll be back with match number 3.
Well, guys, 2 games are done, but still many more are left, and we want to see who is going to reign on top of the whole picture at the end. Well, I would like to welcome you, after all, at the end of the break. We are once again back at the desk of the Anyway and Nvidia presents the Anyway Gaming Saturday. So far, in the first game, we got to see a little bit of a close competition, but in the second one, there was a completely different storyline because there was a difference of somewhere around 59 frags, which is again a huge difference. A totally one-sided dominion coming in from one particular team, and the other one was just struggling at the same point. But we are here, we are back on the desk. I would love to appreciate the efforts that were there from the other side as well in the second game, to be honest, because despite the fact that they lost with a very big margin, but still we are here to like give them an insight of what esports is all about and how people are evolving along the way and what they can do in order to be a better individual at the end. So I think they are going to get that evolution factor in their favor. Now I really want to see what will happen in the next few games.
Yep, since we've completed 2 matches as of now, the third match will be underway. So once we get the go signal from our broadcasters, we will immediately jump. We would definitely jump into our third matchup for the day without any fuss at all. So the 2 matches that we've had, yes, the first match did go a bit, toe to toe in the first matchup. It almost went in a 2 lead difference. And then we had the second match where first, second, third was looking smoothly, and then at the final round itself, once the Vandals and Phantoms came into play, once we did get to witness Reyna with the Empress being used for more than 2 to 3 minutes. It's not gonna lie, it's one of the most longest Empress that I've seen in the previous matchup. But either ways, it was pretty much one-sided. It went all the way up to 70 kills out of 20, which in fact once again, the main thing is that participation is important, and both these teams, they did give their level best. So without any further ado, we will immediately jump into our third matchup for the day. I believe first and second matchup is done. We still have quite a lot of participants who are competing in the Alienware Gaming Saturday, so it is currently looking good. I'm pretty sure that I believe they are picking their specific agents. And when it comes to agents, I mean, it's obviously it's obvious that we get to see an ISO being picked. The only difference is what's going to be the second agent. Will it be a Jet, a Reyna, or maybe even a Phoenix? Like you said, flashes are very important, but abilities have a certain amount of cooldown that for flashes, especially for the Phoenix, it definitely has to wait. But if you have a Gecko, though, you can immediately pick it up, get that huge cooldown, and maybe use that flash again, giving you that huge advantage. So without any further ado, folks, let us head into our next match for the day. Match number 3 is a go. It's up against Team NextGen versus Strax.
Interesting. Both the teams are ready. Beautiful knife in the hand. Marching up ahead. Strax wants to get the first opening. They did have that very first pick. ISO was able to be very, very valuable against that Reyna. Hiroku on the other corner is also fighting for the first opening. Will he get it or not? In some time, we will get to know that. Oh, he did. Not just that, on the other corner, there was a beautiful play coming in from both the ISOs, but at the end, Strax's ISO was one step ahead. They were able to get those recovery off, so they are back at some good amount of HP. But on the other corner, Bawa will be able to shut down Hiroku, but Sibird is going to put down Screamy. Interesting. Still a decent difference. 3 frags of a difference. And remember, guys, this is just the initial stage. That means in the upcoming stages, things might change because we have seen teams struggling a lot in terms of the pistol rounds, but in the later rounds, when they have Vandals and Phantoms, they tend to overcome every other difficulty.
Yeah. At least on the bright side, we get to see some, good back-to-back kills being able to witness here between these two teams. 5 kills. Strax was in the lead in the first stage, and now in the second, we might see NextGen put themselves in a really good lead. They still have 1 kill lead, make that 2. Screamy gets an important 1, make that 4 kill lead. This is looking very dicey for Team Strax as they're starting to lose the pace, lose the momentum. Bawa is just making sure that he'll be able to get the information as best as possible. Pops out the shield, but not the kill. Sabir will shut down one of the players, but the Reyna is still alive with the stingers. Can he connect? Yes, he does. Does he have the info on the second? No, he does not. But here comes the rescue of Bawa at the right time with the Sheriff. Look at that teamwork.
Teamwork makes the dream work at this point, and of course, when it comes to a 2v2 mode, you need to have that teamwork working efficiently for you. Screamy Already on the 8th one with the stinger, with the mere stinger in the hand. This guy is still being that valuable. Roku on the other corner, beautiful ring shot, but it's a 6th, it's a 9th one from Streamy. But finally, that reign of terror will stop as the player went down, as the player has been compromised. Pretty interesting way to open up. Hiroko, look at him shutting down Boa. This time there is no support for Boa. Marshall in the hand. Screamy wants to go big and bold with the Marshall. If you miss certain shots, you are ineffective, but if you connect, 101 is the damage that you're going to dish onto the opponent. I don't think so. It's going to be significant, honestly. NextGen already at like 13 frags in their favor, and with 8 frags just in the name of Strax, they will have difficulties. The Bucky did connect, not enough to completely put down the player, but enough to damage him, enough to deplete his HP so that the other one can find his space to fill in. Guardians in the hands, Sibit constantly trying to tag his opponent away, but Boa also utilizes the same weapon to shut down Hiroku, the Reina from the other side. Maybe he's going to get a 2k. Oh, yeah, he did. Brilliant, brilliant play coming in from both the sides, but at the end, NextGen is just one step ahead.
Yeah, peek and a shot from Sabir once again with the Guardian. It's really interesting to see that we get to see a lot of Guardian plays being made, especially in today's AWGS. Most of the previous AWGS that we've casted, especially on stage 3, you'd always get to see most of the players use bulldogs most of the time, but never really a guardian, never really. I mean, maybe yes, they would get the upgrades from the weapons to try to swap up from the outlaws from time to time, but not a lot do we get to witness players use guardians a lot. They just usually go with the usual bulldogs because it's 2 shots to the head. But when it's a guardian, long shot, 1 shot to the head, all you need is accuracy. And interestingly enough, both the players, they are playing it safe, but the push needs to happen. They need to secure kills, and looks like Hiroku will find one.
There.
Constantly an urge of getting the success in their favor. Some good frags is what they need for that. 5 frags of a difference is currently available. NextGen is still leading the charts, and they are just continuing doing that. Devour being utilized, back at some good amount of HP. Even the overheal is working from both the arenas, but the skill contractor is going to isolate and open up the space. Let's see, shield goes down, the first shot got connected, and after that the Oni Phantom is still going to be valuable enough. Screamy will be out in open, will get the one, but Hiroku, look at the counter that Hiroku was able to establish. Some jiggle peaks. This time the connection will be even more efficient. 20 to 14, 6 strikes of difference, still a decent one to be honest. Strax and his teammates are trying, no doubt in that, but it seems like that is just the conversion that they're missing on is basically pretty hefty on them. They need to build a crossfire so that they can have the advantage. Bawa finds one, Sibit has been put down. Where's the Reina? Where's the Reina? He spotted him. Bawa goes down. Will there be a 1v2 equation? It did happen. A 1v2 play came through. 21 to 16. Again, a decent difference. But look at NextGen. They don't miss any opportunity to be available with a decent advantage in their favor.
Yeah, a lot of missed opportunities. Okay, interesting gunfight from both the ISOs. Bawa will secure Bahua and Screamy. 24 kills for NextGen. The lead is looking strong in the final stage. Empress been popped up, so is Screamy, who's prepped and waiting for the player's actual location. And Sabir immediately takes him out, and the second could be a higher chances because Bawa had a ghost shot to the head. Sabir secures it, and for Bawa, he goes back to the drawing board. Hiroko, on the other hand, just camping towards the site. Camping towards the spawn. He will secure one. The second information, interestingly enough, he plays it really safe. It's interesting to see that NextGen are playing it so safe in a 2v2 team deathmatch.
The thing is, NextGen knows that the other team is also capable enough. They have got a decent lead in their favor, so they just want to continue having that lead till the end so that they can acquire the next stage in their favor, probably go to the stage 2. That's a good decision, I believe. But for that, they need to be well equipped with their trade fires and eventually then play along with the angles. Boa and Screamy, both of them, look at them. Once again, due to the fact that they were playing on crossfires, the other team had nothing to really offer against them, got taken down. That is the advantage where Bawa and his teammates can outshine. Look at this beautiful play. Screamy finds one. Now it's Bawa's turn to find the other one. But is it going to be Screamy who's going to get both the values or not? Only time will tell. Bawa, he's deep into the spawn. Gets spotted instantaneously with the 4-second in the hand. The player shots him down. Brilliant, brilliant play coming in from all the sides. But it's still NextGen who is the one dominating.
Once again, mid control still in the hands of Sabir. Finds one. The second, some issues. Actually, you know what? No issues at all. I mean, especially when you make headshots like that, it's going to be a difficult situation for NextGen to even contain the lead. It's really interesting to see how patient Team Strax are playing at the moment, playing it safe, making sure that they don't get traded out, wait for the perfect information, and once they do, they'll be able to secure those important headshots as best as possible. Second information being given, but Baua immediately trades it out. So does Screamy. The lead is still at the hands of Team NextGen, 32 kills, and Strax slowly closing the gap to an equalizer, which could happen in a span of 2 minutes. All they have to do is not get traded out, play together, just make sure to watch their backs, have good information, and make sure to get those kills as fast as possible. Judge upgrade from Bawa, not quite sure if it's a good idea because we have Hiroko who's just playing it once again safe, close encounters. Judge gets it. Bawa once again playing it safe. The whole stays in his control. And Sabir, I'm not quite sure if it's a good idea to push in aggro in that same location. Screamy is here for the rescue. Information's been given. Perfect use of communications being made from NextGen. 35 kills, and for Strax till 27.
Trouble awaits. 1 more minute to go with. Difference is still marginalized. There is a good chance that they might find a comeback in the picture. But it seems like that now the difference is just getting hyped up. 10 frags over difference. The judge will not work this time in the close quarter. It might, but in these mid-range angles, you will fail. And that's exactly what happened to Boa. But Screamy is out there putting up the trade fire. Not just that, but even gets a 4K consecutively back-to-back 4 frags in the name. Boa will save the day. Needs to go for the recovery of, but that is a little bit far-fetched of an approach. Sabir will find one. Screamy goes on. Boa with the operator now in the hand. Can take the very first shot that comes from the weapons, but will give out a decent amount of damage onto his opponent, I believe, in no time. But Bawa is a little bit confused at this point. Initially rotating onto the open angles, now holding up the stairs. The operator shots has been missed. Second one missed. Wants to go for the knife. He might get it, and he did. Oh my! That's one way to put down your competition.
I'm sorry. Just how does that happen? I mean, sure, it's a vandal, but getting knifed out like that is definitely not a good way. NextGen, like, they have a total of 14 kills lead at this point. And unfortunately for Strax, they did give their best efforts, but yeah, in the end, it's unfortunate to get to see Strax go down like that. But in the end, the show must go on, and we got to know who the winner is.
And it is definitely one of those cases where we get to see a particular team just being consistent, just being well equipped with their strategies, and eventually the synergy part is something that really mattered a lot. And a lot of moments we got to see Screamy was stuck, then Boa came in to give a good backup to his teammate, and eventually vice versa. That's one of those brilliant plays that will always prove lethal to the opponent, and that's exactly where I believe the team of NextGen was able to move forward and get that advantage in their favor. So continuing that, they were able to secure a very good advantage, and a 14 frag difference is again a one-sided domination type of factor for me personally, because when you have a difference of 14 frags, and that too in the later phase, we got to see that NextGen was trying to compete. It was not like one of those situations where NextGen was holding their weapons. No, they were still trying to fight back. They were going for the knife fights. They were trying to put down melees. Yes, there were certain moments when there was misses coming in from Boa. Screamy was failing in those moments, but there was always a good trade fire that happened, and that's why there was a situation where every now and then we got to see NextGen sitting at a bay with a good difference in their favor, chilling in the calm posture of their own. That yes, we do have the difference in our name. Let's just continue doing whatever we are doing right now. And the other team was in a constant pressure because they never had a good advantage in their favor.
Yeah, and when you realize that you still need to recover 3 to 4 points for the team, it brings more desperation to that specific side where they have to get a kill,
Right.
or else they'll end up losing the matchup. So the ones who currently have the advantage in lead, they don't have to worry about it. They can just play it patiently, play it safe, and that's exactly what we did get to see from the side of Team NextGen. They just played it near the stairs. They had Ghost, sorry, not Ghost. They had the Judge. They even
Yeah.
had the Op in control, so they can just either hold themselves in close range or try to pick out opponents in long range. So that's exactly what NextGen tried to do. They succeeded in doing so, securing the lead, and
Yeah.
that would be our match number 3 completed. We will resume back match number 4, but until then, a short break. All right, folks, welcome back once again to Alienware Gaming Saturdays, as we are back with day number 4, hosted by the Esports Club, of course, Alienware and NVIDIA GeForce RTX for sponsoring this event. We are back once again with Valorant 2v2 Team Deathmatch. We've completed 3 matches as of now, and I believe it was Team NextGen who did get to win out the second match, and also we did get to the third match as well. And right now, 4th matchup, Raider. What is what are your opinions about the next match that we're going to have?
I like to go with the open book, to be honest, because we never know what kind of competition is going to be there, what kind of plays individuals are going to establish. Is there some coordination part that is going to play a role, or maybe some wild action will happen? We never know, because it's basically at the end the 2v2 duel that we are talking about. All of those strategies will come into the factor, but sheer gunpower is something that might happen. Ashish will start off in a very good scenario. Patta on the other corner, Patta Gobi also fights back, takes one down. Captain Pool and his teammates were very, very good. If you guys remember that, Captain Pool always were banking on a lot of frags, and he was just being very effective. Linux on the other corner is a different individual. I believe there are some changes in terms of the team. Maybe this is a different Captain Pool that we are talking about, as the performance is a little bit different. Linux, 2 frags in his favor, but the other guy, Captain Pool, nothing as of now. Linux with a 3k equalizing the team to his opponent. No recovery hours, but the shield will be able to soak up the first damage, and he did. Now with the vulnerable, Patagovi super duper low. All he needs to attain is just one more shot.
Yep. And with the power of vulnerable, it just takes quite a lot of time to try to recover that shots back. But either ways, the ISO will secure 1, but it's still equalized on the first round. Looking really good on the pistol round from both the side, from T-Badmash and Goofy Gaming. So second round will come in, which means Stingers in close range, Sheriffs on long. A headshot to the head will at least, I wouldn't say tank it, since it's light armors, so a headshot will definitely help in long range, because it deals 125 damage in long range, 160 at 5 to 10 meters range. But When it comes to an Ares, all you have to do is just pray, and Ashish will secure one. So is the Reina from the side of T-Badmash to secure their lead in the second stage.
Constantly trying their level best to get the upper hand. Ashish and his teammate Patagovi with the sheriff in their hand. Look at them. Both of them are trying to be absolutely effective. On the other corner, when it comes to Linux, he was started off with the 5k, but it seems like Patagovi has also taken some notes from that book, because he's also fighting back and has secured 5 back-to-back consecutive eliminations, which is actually a very good sign. Now, really need to know how far this battle is going to go. 11 versus 7. T-Badmash and his teams are definitely looking hefty. And look at this, the strategy that they have decided to work with is basically hold off your spawn. You are already in the lead, let's just continue having that. Meanwhile, the other team needs to find them the space, and that's exactly where they're failing. Not getting that kind of advantage. Both the players have been tagged a lot. Here comes a beautiful vulnerability. Stun. Reina wanted to evade, never really happened. What about the last guy? Ashish, he will also go down. Captain Pool got one. Patagovi on the other corner retaliated by taking one more down. 13 to 10. Difference is getting marginalized, but still there is a difference.
Yeah. The 3 kills difference. And since, I mean, like I talked about in the previous matchup, the one team that currently isn't the lead are the ones who will pressure quite frequently. So for T-Badmash, all they have to do is just wait for the opponents to arrive right at their crosshairs and just secure those kills, knowing that they have the advantage in the first hand. But not a lot of information has been given properly. Concussions from both the players, good advantage, but the vulnerable definitely catches the Neon off guard. Linux will get one once again. The Reina with the Spectres in stage 3. Still alive and kicking, still using those Spectres, even with stage 3 having Bulldogs and Guardians in play. We can get to see that Reina has been dealing quite a lot of damage towards the opposition side, but not for long though. Captain Pool secures 2 kills back to back, placing themselves in 15 kills. One more kill could have been an equalizer, but unfortunately it gets cancelled out. So once again, the lead still at the hands of T-Badmash. Maybe Linux can make it or break it moment. This could be the moment to secure that headshot for an equalizer, and eventually they do. Securing the kill, Captain Pool once again, another kill, and the lead goes to Goofy Gaming.
Well, you never know where the fight is going to go. So it seems like that both the teams are trying their level best, and at this point, we can clearly see that Goofy Gaming has finally taken the toll, and the other team that was still a bit Moss's team, they're now struggling. That's exactly why I said initially that there is a situation where we have seen that people have struggled a lot, especially in the first 3 stages, but as soon as they get their hands on Vandals, they start to pop off. And look at those Kurunami chiming in. Linux already on a 5k. He started with that 5k, the very first 5 consecutive pack came into his favor in this particular matchup, and right now he just wants to continue with it. Oh, he misses. Ashish gets upper hand on both of them, but they're still one frag away from reaching where Goofy is already, which is pretty interesting, to be honest. We have a Odin being spawned. Can go for that fast lane activated. Decides to go other way around. We have an ultimate also available. Captain Pool will shut the player down. And here comes the ultimate already being activated. Let's see if that ultimate is going to be efficient enough or not. Well, he got one. Oh my god, this is pretty interesting. Could have gone for the ultimate again. Didn't. Kill contract can isolate the fight. Meanwhile, give the time for his teammate to be back. And yes, that's exactly what happened. He takes Patagovi in the ultimate. It's Linux versus Patagovi. Both of these individuals have actually secured 5Ks each. Ultimate available. Unfortunately, gets spotted at the wrong spot. Ashish took him off guard.
Yeah, Goofy Gaming once again, 22 kills. They still require 2 kills to secure it. And T-Badmash's strategy is to just play it safe. So safe that Goofy Gaming have no other plans. I mean, they have no other choice but to push aggressively. You know, going in for the usual peaks, try to use utilities to try to block important lines of sight, or maybe try to, you know, put them in a vulnerable state, making it easier to secure those 1v1 gunfights. 25-25. Both of their scores are equalized. The concussions won't be able to catch Captain Pool as of now. Calm as ever, finds one. Can he get the second? No, he cannot. Unfortunate that he was still using his fast lane ability to try to travel from side to side. Unfortunately, couldn't get to pick up the weapon to secure that kill. 27 kills, 3 minutes left. Final stage already been opened up. And interestingly enough, T-Badmash once again using the same strategy of playing safe.
Yeah, it's a good strategy, honestly. You can continue having that kind of fun, but at the same point, you need to have the upper hand if you really want to play safe. Otherwise, you will need to open up, go to those vulnerable spots, and now it seems like that it's the other way around. Captain Pool trying to change directions to work with Linux on the other corner, holding off the mid. And taking the mid control is again a very good part, to be honest, because you do get a very clear idea of where the players are and what kind of rotations they're cooking up right now. But they leave the mid control, goes towards the left one, holding the boxes at this moment. 27 to 29, that dictates the lead is coming in the favor of Goofy Gaming. Not a very good side for T-Badmash because they, from the very onset of the game, were trying to dominate. And for a very brief time period, there was Goofy Gaming once again back on the charts, and now T-Badmash took the control. Once again, we get to see Goofy Gaming taking the charge, and Goofy Gaming are just having fun at this moment because they're just continuing the damage. All top, is there available? Was able to get the recovery, but where's the Altop? Should have gone for the overdrive. Never really happened. Linux on the other corner is still available with a kill contract. Might just go for it. Is in a good spot. Uh, Ultimate can be valuable at this point. It can give space to Captain Pool to infiltrate.
Yeah. 29 kills,
Oh, there
and
you
once
go.
again, the tables have turned. 33 kills as Captain Pool's lead continues to thrive. Kill contract. Linux catches one of the players off the act, and that is the Reina. Ooh, swish and a flick like it was a Ferrari peak. Secures the kill off. ISO dazed and confused. And when it comes to the lead, it is still Goofy Gaming with a 4-kill lead. Looking very confident. Make that 5. Linux gets another one. Captain Pool once again with the Vandal. Pristine shots to the head. With just 1 minute left, Goofy Gaming once again in a very good lead. 6 kills lead. Linux unfortunately ran out of bullets with the Vandal, but on the bright side, that lead is more than enough to secure Goofy Gaming the lead that they require. Playing it safely towards the stairs. Captain Pool once again securing the kill, backing off to safety. Everything is looking fine and dandy for Team Goofy Gaming. 30 seconds left, so I would
Yeah.
say that unless and until Tilu Badmash makes an aggressive play here, Goofy Gaming will obviously automatically secure the final kill. And a play like Captain Pool getting 2 kills like that, that's game over.
Yeah, it is definitely because we are left with just 15, 14 more seconds, and eventually there's the ultimate that has been triggered. With the help of overdrive, look at him getting all the frags that he needs. Of course, Alex is right there to support with the weapon. But here's the 6th kill already coming through. Reina was still in that ineffective mode, and she was able to get one more. But again, a decent difference, honestly, when it comes to this particular match number 4, guys. We got to see a difference of 10 frags. That leaves behind Goofy Gaming with a good advantage. Meanwhile, the other team, which was on the upper corner when it comes to the very onset of this particular match number 4, they are currently sitting outside the competition. That clearly dictates that you might be very valuable, or a particular team might struggle in the first 3 stages where they don't have the favorable weapons to work with, because you don't really see a lot of individuals preferring classics, Ghost, and Stingers, Spectres, and Bulldogs and whatnot a lot in the games. You usually go for save in those equations when you don't have that kind of a credit to avail a Vandal with some heavy shields, and then you go for the Vandal, then you go for the Phantom, depending on your choices. And that's exactly where Goofy Gaming took a different turn, and their gears were just absolutely amazing. The way they were fighting, the way they were using their individual skills, and the game mechanics was absolutely amazing. And at the end, congratulations for the win, but road up ahead, it's just not going to be easier anymore.
Yep. The more matches we complete, the closer will we get to witness the finals, especially the grand finals of the matchup for Valorant 2 to Team Deathmatch.
Yeah.
So it's obviously the competition will be tight. It will be a bit challenging for the players who will, who are the ones who will keep proceeding into the next round. So 5th match will be underway, folks. But once again, a short break. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Alienware and NVIDIA GeForce RTX present Alienware Gaming Saturdays, hosted by the Esports Club. We are back once again with Valorant 2v2 team deathmatch of a fifth matchup. I believe we've completed almost four
Yeah.
matches as of now, and also all of these matches are being conducted live in Aditya Vision Patna. And also there's a meet and greet with Guru Gaming. So if you are in Patna, just make sure to check out the store to get some great discounts for the products, or maybe compete in Valorant 2 to team death matches or on MK1, which is happening right now. Both the price pool itself is a total of 40,000 rupees worth of Amazon gift vouchers. Just basically split between two games, Valorant 2v2 and Mortal Kombat 1. So if you are in Patna, make sure to check it out. But until then, Raider, we've had 4 matches completed for our Valorant 2v2 team deathmatch. What will be our next prediction for the next match?
I think it's again going to be a little bit closer type of matchup because the previous one was also pretty well contested. If you see, I think the best part is going to be the challenge that we are going to see from both the sides, and eventually how the players are going to play, what kind of strategies they will bring. In a lot of equations, we have seen teams struggle a lot, but at the same point, we have seen good comebacks from teams like Goofy Gaming. The way they were able to bounce back, specifically after losing a lot of fights in the first 3 stages, and the final stage in just 545 seconds, these guys were able to bounce back a lot. But anyway, guys, we will dive into the action right now. In the very fifth game, we will get to see what kind of challenges will be proven and who are the two teams representing and fighting up against each other. Okay, it's actually McSpicy against Gen G. This is going to be interesting how it all happens, what kind of a retaliation will be there. Simple, but yeah, some interesting individuals that are playing in, like Vengeance. If you talk about Strax is there. I mean, they lost a battle, but they are here with a different tag. So I'm looking forward to see how they are going to play this time. Simple. It's the Jet who finds the first one with the frenzy in the hand, the very first opening.
Yeah, and the second will be made as well with the frenzy. 2 kills back to back, and an instant trade out will be made from the Ghost ISO. A headshot, which is required to make sure to put themselves back up on the lead, and the power of speed from the Neon will ensure its first equalizer and an immediate lead from the side of Team Genji.
That's a good lead. 2-5. Oh, now it's 3-5. That means slowly things are getting better for the opposite team, which is going to be McSpicy because they are fighting back. They have frenzies to work with this time. Oni frenzy in the hand, patiently waiting to see if they can spot someone and eventually get the players on. I believe we need to wait for the final stage. Then the real battle will start. For now, it's just some changes that we are seeing. Oh, that was a good play. That was a very good jiggle coming in. At the end, Jed was able to take the upper hand, no doubt in that. But Vengeance on the other corner also trades her off with a beautiful usage of a ghost. Similar goes for the ISO as well. ISO finds a 2K, that too. A wall bangable headshot onto his opponent, which is pretty brilliant. Now 8-7, McSpicy for the very first time have taken the charge, have taken the lead. Need to continue having that so that they can have a big upper hand at the end of the game. Jet trying to go for a complete different scenario. ISO catches the player off guard. Not just him, but eventually the Reina as well. It's 4K already for the ISO. Need to continue on that.
Yep. 10 kills for Team McSpicy and another 2 kills. The kills are currently being the kills are currently working out in favor for McSpicy once again. The Stingers. I'm really sorry about that. Stingers working in favor for Team McSpicy. 14 kills, an upgrade from Bulldog, in which the Jet is just making sure that the lead would still be at their hands. And it's going to be even much more tougher for Genji to try to recover the kills that they've lost. A tough situation for them to be in. Ace for Jet. So is the ISO with a wall bang on Stingers.
Interesting. That's one way to open up. Good play. Genji, who was looking in a very good scenario initially, are now in big trouble as there's a massive difference. It's almost double of a difference, to be honest, between them and their counterpart. Misses a lot initially, finally connects. Russia fights back. Jet goes down. ISO on the other corner with the Reaver Vandal in the hand is still waiting to see if somebody is going to be in his crosshairs, and he did spot one. Took him down eventually. Now, they need to just be consistent with this kind of approach, be effective at their play. Oh, look at this. Catches one off. Will get two, I believe. Jet updrafts this. Dashes, tries to evade, nothing really works. The weapon was out of reload. Weapon was down to reload, and eventually we got to see the Oni Frenzy. But what was this ultimate? I think nothing is really working for Genji. Here comes another ultimate. Will be going to isolate the Neon. The previous ultimate didn't really was not really effective, to be honest. And not just that, a good cover from Jet as well, not letting ISO go down as he was coming out of his ult.
Yeah. Once again, Team MX Spicy huge lead with the score counts that that they've got right now, both on round number 2 and 3, especially on the third round itself, securing quite a lot of kills with the Bulldog, and still continues to do so. Genji once again feeling a bit difficult towards the spawns. 2 peaks being made, and it will be the Neon who will secure one. Reyna, good flick from the ISO, securing one of the kills, but unfortunately doesn't get the second. Meanwhile, focusing on Jet's perspective, I believe Jet is the one who's been securing quite a lot of kills for the side of Team X Spicy. Wall bangs are still, the wall bangs from the Jet is also looking good, dealing some minor damage, but not at the confirmation of elimination. So 29 kills, Genji once again 16. This time they're playing it safe, trying to find some information. Slide cancelled from the Jet, securing 2 kills back to back. No trade outs being made, and once again Genji being in a very difficult situation as of now.
That's why one hates ISO the most, because of the fact that the initial shot that came from McSpicy, he missed it, and eventually simping for Russia on the other corner, who did connect the shot, but eventually it was basically a shield that was able to absorb all the damage, and then in return McSpicy's ISO retaliated and took the player down. That's one way to fight back. ISO on the other corner is still putting some good frags, got 3 to be precise. Now needs to compromise his opponent again. Will not happen, as Vengeance and his other teammate, both of them swung together. Oh, this was brilliant. Wow, that was interesting. The way Neon fought in that particular 1v2 equation was pretty amazing. Now continuing that, McSpicy is still sitting on the top, but Genji is constantly trying to regain their fight back into the picture. It's just not happening that easily to them, but still 16 frags of a difference is a significant difference, honestly. And look at this, they're just climbing back onto the ladder. Now I think McSpicy needs to play a little bit defensive, otherwise they might just lose the track.
I mean, at this point for Team Genji, they've got to figure out a way to, recover back the rounds that they've lost. So in the 4th round, we are definitely seeing some retaliations being made, especially when you know that in round 4 weapons are balanced. It's the Vandals and the Phantoms. If you want to have a weapon upgrade, sure, you can go with the Ghost near the stairs or an AWP near spawn. But would it be more than enough? Once again, Neon with the power of sliding into DMs. Not at the phone's DMs, towards the map DMs, of course. Will secure one of the important kills. So is the second. Here comes the contract kill. And the Neon, will he secure the important kill? Yes, he does. Denying the ISO's important ult will give Genji the important lead that they require. But it's very long. It's way far away from their reach, and in a span of 2 minutes and 45 seconds, they need to make a perfect kills without being traded out, and figure out a way to try to equalize it for I don't know, around more than 20 kills. Neon once again already with the ace, and the aggressiveness still continues all the way towards spawn, but unfortunately they won't be able to win that gunfight as they were too close for danger. Trouble is what we can say at this point. 45 to 29, still 16 frags over difference. Simping for Russia has bought in a Forsaken operator. Brilliant skin, brilliant weapon, but still you need to be quite on point with your approach if you really want to find the value of it, and it never really happened. IC was able to take both of the players down. Good jiggles, but still it was again a 1v2 confrontation that the Neon had to play and portray. Is to do anything amazing at that point, but look at this, even before going out, Jet finds one. She might not actually go out, to be honest. I believe that there is a chance that Jet will stand, and indeed that happened. Recovery orb is available. Jet will be back at a good amount of HP, will fight back for sure. Neon will not survive, despite of the fact that the slide was good enough, but still got spotted. A ding shot right on the cranium. Compromiser, 1 more minute, and after that the job will be done. McSpicy will move forward to the next stage. Yeah, minute and 20 minute and 20 seconds left for Genji to try to recover the rounds, but like I said, it's almost an impossible task for Genji to put themselves back on the equalizer, because they are they're way far apart. They still need at least around 20 kills in order to put themselves back in the lead. But every time when they try to keep up the momentum, that momentum shuts down immediately once McSpicy starts to gain up their control towards spawn, taking out players one by one. And in a span of 45 seconds, they could either play it safe or try to go toe to toe, go head to head, and try to get those important kills. Vengeance, on the other hand, 3 kills as of now, hasn't picked out just yet. Now he does from Jets' headshot, and the second from ISO, removing out the Neon. So yeah, 40 kills. I'm not gonna lie, Genji, they are looking really good on the 4th stage, but the damage has been done on both 2nd and 3rd round itself. So recovering back those rounds is definitely not gonna happen from them. But at least on the bright side, they are having fun. And I believe with the timer ticking down to 0, we will get to see Team McSpicy proceed into the next phase of Alienware Gaming Saturdays.
Oh yeah, this was interesting. The way things worked out. I am pretty happy about the way approaches were done, fights were taken, duels were made. It was pretty amazing. And as we progress down to the last few moments of this action today, we can clearly see that teams are evolving along the way, and there are some good precisions that are working, some synergies that are being activated, be it from Goofy Gaming or this team that we just saw named as McSpicy. Happy to say this, that yes, we got to see the evolution from the very first game to now, where the competition seems a bit more tight knit.
Yeah, almost close, if I would call it. First round itself, yes, the pistol round was almost balanced in a way, but then I believe the plot thickens in 2nd and 3rd, where we did get to see that huge lead being made from the Jet. But yeah, once again, the final stages, it's always that stage where we do get to see some changes. Maybe we could, there are only just 2 things, right? One, we would either get to see one of the team who is currently dominating in the lead keeps dominating all the way till the end, or we could see the opposition team to try to equalize the round and securing those kills as fast as possible while not being traded out in the process.
It is going to be very interesting to see how the next few fights happens, because as I said, there are not a lot of games that are left right now. So every single team that are going to come represent themselves, they will fight for their survival to the grand finale. Because if you are there in the grand finals, guys, you do have a chunk of the prize pool, which is again a win-win situation. But winning a particular IP is something which you can boast on, which you can try to dictate onto the others. So I'm looking forward to see who is going to do that. But for now, we'll take a short break, and after that, we'll be back to see what happens in the 6th one. Hey guys, welcome back to the Alienware and Nvidia presents the Alienware Gaming Saturdays. Of course, we have had a lot of fun so far, but it seems like that the fun is just going to be even more antagonizing, and we will get to see even more interesting approaches. But if you miss on the grand finale, guys, you can always be updated on the esports club's social media handle who are actually hosting this, and eventually every single Saturday, whenever we come back with the action, what you can really do is basically go ahead and check the esports club's social media handle, the Instagram, the other social media handles like YouTube, so that you can be updated regarding what next is coming. For now, what next is coming is the sixth game, and in the sixth game, I'm expecting again a little bit close of a competition, but maybe we will get to see on one side. We never know. So far, the last two games were close enough.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was close enough, but maybe who knows? Maybe in this matchup we could see a lot
Yeah.
of twists and turns as we jump into the game right away. And let's get to witness these two teams head into the actions of Valorant 2v2. So it's up against Team Mom Trust versus Team Pool.
Interesting. Let's see who's gonna win. That means Captain Pool's team.
The game with 0 kills.
Dominated. Pacino on a stars off. You have to go down. Another sniper. Pacino on the other corner. Wants to be consecutive Prince.
Ash won the game with
9002. Let's see if he can find something valuable out of it or not. So far, it looks well contested.
0 kills and 22 assists. Jesus. Okay.
Yeah. So 3 kills for Team Mom Trust, and once again we did get to witness them in the second matchup as well. They were looking really powerful at that certain moment. So pistol rounds, or in the 3 kills from the pistol round itself. But yeah, talking about Team Pool, once again looking very good with their headshots, and yeah.
Oh my god. You know what they should have done? They should have had like Hans Sama here or something as the cat. And then he just disappears after the arms.
Prince constantly trying to pick up the pace, constantly trying to fight back, constantly trying to retaliate. Mom Trust definitely has got that advantage. Really, it seems like that they will probably rule the early stage, but maybe in the next few stages, maybe there is a good chance that there is a comeback which is going to happen probably. So I'm definitely looking forward to see if there is a chance, if there is a moment of a comeback coming in from the other side, or are we going to see a complete one-sided domination coming in from one particular team, and the other team will try to just recuperate with the scores. Prince back-to-back 2 good frags with a single. That's a good opening for him, but need to continue on that. Hot hands activated, and eventually the wall as well has been activated, which will give him the heal and the motivation to fight back and get even more layers activated from Reina. Always handy dandy when it comes to flashing out your opponent and eventually blocking of their sights. Near sighting them is going to be a very good scenario for them. Chocobar constantly trying to evolve, and there's a good sheriff shot. Maybe he could find some good values, but so far it's only misses.
Yeah, I believe once stage 3 comes into play, we'll be able to see players changing their weapons for the usual Bulldogs and Guardians. But it's really interesting to see that even on stage 2, they're still sticking, they're still going with Ghost instead of Sheriffs. But Sheriffs and Stingers. But all in all, stage 3 will be opened up. Interesting use of weapon choices from Chocobar. Tries to secure one of the kills, but unfortunately most of the pellets did get caught off from the shield itself, making sure that ISO is being well protected. Once again, interesting choice of agents. Bringing in the Phoenix definitely helps in blocking off important lines of sight. So here comes the flash, here comes the peek. Both of them blinded by the light, but still alive and kicking. Pool will secure one thanks to his Guardian. 13 kills in the lead. Meanwhile, on the side of Team Pool, they still have a lot of work that needs to be done.
Constantly in a tug of war. Once again, remember guys, this is a very good competition which is lately coming back to a good resolution. It seems like that now when both the teams have got some decent weapons to work with, everybody is honestly struggling. Nobody is having that upper hand in their favor, but in just 10 more seconds, we'll get to see the final stage. And as soon as the final stage comes, there will be a good retaliation coming in. when in the final stage you have some decent weapons to work with. Things might change. And Captain Pool, this was good. This was good from his corner. Uses the outlaw to block off the ultimate, and then eventually uses the ghost to sum it all up. That is just brilliant. That's one way to rule against your competition. 17 to 11. Another outlaw gives him the damage, 140 to be precise, and then finally rotates back so that the Reina can finish off the job.
Yep. Flashes once again. Flashes are working, really well for the Phoenix. But once they go in for the peak, it's like the conversion from flashes to secure those kills hasn't been successful lately for the side of Team Pool, forcing themselves all the way back up to an 8 lead, in which Team Mom Trust has. Right now, they're just playing it safe. I believe Team Pool are kind of the one who's playing it safe. They still have the outlaw not the outlaw, the judge that could definitely help them secure the kill. So trade-offs will be made, but in this death match, you need to make sure that you don't get traded every single time, especially when you're at a major disadvantage. So make sure to get that lead going. Make sure to have make sure to have that streaks alive to ensure that you have the maximum score possible. So Captain Pool once again on the side of Team Mom Trust with a total of 22 kills in a span of 4 minutes. I'm pretty sure that Team Pool can try to recover back the rounds that they've lost, but Prince is currently in a very precarious situation. Takes out the shield and a headshot to confirm the kill, and this could definitely help on the side of Team Pool to secure those kills and try to put themselves on the equalizer.
Let's wait and watch if that's going to be the case. 3 more minutes, to be precise, 4 more minutes approximately are left. These 4 minutes, things might change. Captain Pool decides to go berserk with that Odin, but Prince on the other corner surprises his opponent with a good flank, converts a good opportunity, but Captain Pool will instantaneously take the trade off, and Reina seems to have no idea of where the player is, holding off a cubby angle of his own. Here comes the shield. Hot hands activated. Flash probably? No, nothing will work. 14 finds Prince 9002, and if you see even Chocobar is super duper low. One shot is all that is needed. He is going to go down for sure, but when it comes to Empress, it is available. She can go for the ultimate. Is that going to be the case or not? Let's wait and watch, but Prince will find a value. Here comes a mid-air connection. I thought maybe Prince is going to jump back to the floor, but that didn't happen. He decided to fight on the stairs. Odin against Odin. This is going to be interesting and fun to watch. Captain Pool is still getting the values with 3 frags in his favor. Okay, my bad. Now it's 4. Mom Trust is definitely leading the charts and making sure that the other team will not find any openings.
Yeah, 18 kills as of now for Team Pool, and Mom's Trust still making sure to get themselves in a really good lead thanks to Putin. Once again, the Reina that we did get to see on the second round itself, sorry, not the second round, the second match, where we the second match of the tournament itself, we did get to witness Putin get like multiple amount of kills, and just he was just basically camping at that specific moment. So it just the amount of kills just increased all the way up from 30 to almost 70 kills in the 4th stage itself. But this round, I believe they're just playing it safe. They don't want to give away the kills just yet, but turns out the lead still continues. 37 kills, and for Team Pool still at 20.
Yeah, even if there is a lead of a single frag, I believe lead is a lead. Advantage is an advantage. A win is a win. It does not matter that how big of a difference was there and or maybe how marginalized a difference was. Obviously, it's something that you might consider while talking on the desk and eventually try to analyze that the other team came too close. But too close is not enough. You need to be close enough to completely strangle your opponent and shut them down. And that's exactly where Mom Trust is playing. Team Pool, they're constantly trying their level best, but it seems like that every single approach is just not working the way it needs to. Mom Trust constantly putting away their competition, shutting down their opponents. This one is going to be interesting. Oh, Chocobar spots Putin in an off-guard corner, shuts him away, takes him down. Captain Pool on the other corner from Mom Trust, constantly fighting back. Chocobar on the other corner, picking up the pace, got 2. It's a 5k for him.
Yep, 5k. Captain Pool once again just patiently waiting for the players to arrive right at his crosshair to secure that beautiful one-tap headshot. Emperor still active for Chocobar, but the problem is very low on HP. He needs to ensure that he secures the headshot, and unfortunately that won't be possible. The Odin will secure one of the important kills, and the second at the hands of Reyna's Vandal. So is Chocobar, all the way from the all the way towards the spawn to secure that kill. 30 seconds, 42 kills from the side of Team Mom Trust. The trust is always important, that is for sure. And talking about kills, I would say that Team Mom Trust still has the advantage here. 12 kills lead, and in 15 seconds, Team Pool, once again, great efforts from them. But it will be on the side of Team Mom Trust who will secure this matchup up against, it's looking really good though. 45 kills. The Captain Pool definitely, showed his really great headshot mechanics from the Vandal itself. But yeah, either ways, 46 kills. Team Mom Trust will secure the next phase.
Of course they will, and there was a difference. It was significant enough. 15 frags over difference clearly dictates what kind of advantage Momtrust was building from the very onset of the game. They were good, they were well equipped, they had their strategies to work with, and whenever they were feeling that they kind of are falling on the back foot or the other team is trying to oppress them, they just completely faltered back. They decided to play on the crossfires, and the trade fires really worked for them a lot, and it was pretty amazing, to be honest. From the very onset of this day, we got to see a very interesting upper hand coming in from one particular team to the other particular team. There was a game, if I'm not wrong, where we got to see even a difference of 59 huge frags. That clearly dictates what kind of dominations can be available, and I believe that was this own team of Captain Pool and his teammate. They were just amazing in that particular matchup, but obviously that was a initial stage game where the other team might not have been that familiar with this game, or maybe they are not well equipped. Maybe they just formed a team right there in the store. Maybe they were not readily available with all the strategies that they needed. But at the end, when it comes to the later phase of the competition, we got to see that every single matchup was close enough. We got to see a maximum of 15 or 16 points of a difference. Otherwise, it was always like 5, 7, 10 frags of a difference, which clearly dictates that teams came a long way.
Yeah. And especially on a game like 2v2 team deathmatch, sure, it's not as competitive as you expect from a 5v5, because obviously on a 5v5 matchup you always need to worry about utility usage, you need to worry about economy, you need to worry about what kind of weapons do they go from, is it an eco round or a force buy round. There's a lot of things that you need to focus on in a 5v5 matchup. But in a 2v2 team deathmatch, all you have to do is just have basically you need to just master the weapons that the game gives it to you, right? Even if it's just pistol rounds, even if it's just pistols, SMGs, guardians, or vandals and phantoms, which is the most simple weapons to master. I mean, of course, vandals and phantoms have their own specific spray controls, but I'm pretty sure that once you start mastering one of those weapons, you'll immediately get to focus on mastering the other weapons as well. And 2v2 team deathmatch is a great way to practice your movements, your aim, crosshair positioning, everything when it comes to the basic the basic tactics of any FPS games. But talking about this matchup, folks, I believe we have conducted 4 matches as of now. 6 matches. 6 matches.
6 matches.
6 matches that are currently being streamed. The rest of the matches, however, will be streaming. Will be offline, of course. So currently, folks who are in Aditya Vision Patna, make sure to check the store out if you want to take a look at the finals, see who won the Valorant 2v2 team deathmatch. And also, once again, you still have a meet and greet with the Guru Gaming, so make sure to head out to Patna, check out the products of Alienware, Dell Alienware products. And once again, huge shout out for Alienware and Nvidia GeForce RTX for sponsoring this event, and also for the Esports Club for hosting it. So yeah, we will be taking our leave for today. This will be me, Baugusta, and also my co-caster Raider. And before we leave, I have a thought for the day. So learn from yesterday, live for today, hope for tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you in the next AWGS.
packed into this. The new G16. Stunning views. Advanced gaming performance. Top the leaderboard. Stay effortlessly cool. G16 gaming laptop.